Welcome into a Monday morning Bears recap. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. They are the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. So we have coaching staff news for the Bears. We talked about it yesterday that they were closing in on Dennis Allen, and that is a done deal. Dennis Allen is the new defensive coordinator of the Bears. Give Ben Johnson, Ryan Poles, and company a lot of credit. And tip your cap, frankly, to Kevin Warren, George McCaskey, greenlighting some big money hirings. We've never seen the Bears behave this way, not only with what they're paying Ben Johnson, $13 million a year, a 5-year deal, all guaranteed, but what they're willing to spend to get the very best in the assistant coaching world. So Dennis Allen comes over, and by every metric, and I called a buddy of mine who I went to college with who works in the league, he said, top 3 defensive play caller in the NFL. Top 3 defensive play callers. So that should be a very interesting thing to see how the Bears, with his 4-3 base, and you don't play a lot of base in the National Football League because it's so much more of a passing league now, but he has got great respect from the players he's coached throughout his career. Now, the offensive coordinator is an interesting hire. I know we all had talked about Hank Fraley coming over from the Detroit Lions, but he stayed in Detroit, where he's now been promoted to O-line coach and run game coordinator. And I had reported when Ben Johnson was hired that people close to Ben told me he wanted something along the lines of a young OC, non-play caller, looking to move up in his career, that would build a game plan. After a game on Sunday ends, he and his staff would go to work, put the game plan together, and then they would figure out what they were going to do in terms of moving forward at the end of the week, with Ben Johnson taking what they said was a red pen to that game plan and go, all right, I'm going to change this. I want to do this. I like this. But that was how Ben got trained as an OC early in his career down in Miami, where he would have that role of the young guy who would build the game plan, and then the OC would then say, okay, here's what we're going to do, or the head coach, here's what we're going to do, and that's how we're going to build it. Declan Doyle comes over from being the tight ends coach with the Denver Broncos, where he learned at the feet of one of the best play callers in the game in Sean Payton, the former Saints coach, who's doing a great job now in Denver. Here's the thing. Declan Doyle's 28 years of age, and I'm hearing people out there go, a 28-year-old? Folks, Sean McVay was 28 when he was an OC. Kyle Shanahan was 28 when he was an OC. And guess who was named the GM of the Boston Red Sox at 28? Yeah, that's right, Theo Epstein. So we need to all stop worrying about his age, and let's trust that Ben Johnson knows exactly what he's looking for in putting this staff together. Again, I called my buddy who works in the league, who I've known for 40 years. I said, Declan Doyle. He said, dude, guy's a rising superstar. Again, he won't be the play caller, but he will be working as the right-hand man to head coach Ben Johnson, who will be the play caller. So, again, give the Bears a lot of credit. They went and identified a young guy. That was the way Ben wanted to put his staff together. They paid for the best DC out there on the market, and now they've just got to continue to add more talent. J.T. Barrett in as the quarterbacks coach, former Ohio State standout quarterback. And then they went out and got Antoine Randall L. and Al Harris, and they have got some really, really good former players on their staff. Totally different staff than what Matt Eberflus had. There's your Bears update for Monday morning. I'm going to get on my flight. I was at the Chiefs-Bills game yesterday. Oh my goodness, what an environment. Please, 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 let that be us sooner rather than later. Have a great Monday. I'll have more this afternoon. Recap rush hour as well. Take that.